tell his life stories in his prayer.
Okay.
In one of his songs, he sung about how people used to bully him in school. He's very vicious.
So, just leaving the graduation party. Had a good time. Brought my 14-year-old with me. Tried to raise up my buddy's daughter. Yep. No comment. No denial. Does it make you wish you had a phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say too.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
Well, you're younger than her.
So
Most, no,
I
no, no.
like older women.
Yeah, but most girls don't like younger guys.
I like older women.
Yeah. They don't start liking younger guys until like
Like
late 20s.
16 or older.
Nah, yeah.
I don't like especially ones. That's why all relationships I've had were with older women.
Hmm.
Yeah, it turns out being autistic sucks, and I'm gonna be lonely
Yeah.
until I find my friend group of other autistic.
There you go. And guess what? Autistic people are like magnets. Y'all always gonna find each other in the group. And you know this is true. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
It's just how it works.
But I'm tired of how autistic people always get shamed, and people with mental disabilities.
Well,
It's not celebrated. It's like people make it seem like it's a shame and it's a bad thing, and they call you an NPC and they call you mean things.
yep.
Because sometimes you like don't pay attention, you zone off.
So name calling often is a reflection of what is going on inside the person that called the name.
Well, no, I don't think that's what's going on because these YouTubers, there are YouTubers, especially a lot of these black YouTubers, start calling people NPCs, and I'm guessing these kids are trying to be like them. I don't think he felt like he was an NPC because he got along with all the kids.
You're not getting what I just said to you. I'm not saying that he feels that he is like that. I'm saying his assessment of you was more of a reflection of what was going on inside of him, as opposed to what is going on inside of you. How do you know what's going on inside of him, inside of anyone?
You don't,
You don't,
unless you ask them.
unless you ask.
But they're probably do that because it's weird.
Whatever the case. But my point is, you have to know who you are. Nobody can. Angel conscious is high. Hello, Angel. Nobody can tell you who you are. Like if they don't know you, they haven't spent any time with you. So you have to be like a duck in water. The water just slides right off the duck. Like, have you seen them ducks over there in Prattville? They get out the water, they don't even look wet, right? They don't look soaking wet like a dog.
This is honestly why I don't like getting in relationships.
I like and subscribe. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. I appreciate you.
I like getting into relationships with white girls and Asians.
See, here's the thing. You're ascribing correlation to things that are not correlated. There's no relationship between treatment and color,
There absolutely
except
is.
what you give it. It's only a relationship because that's what you're giving. And again, that's a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So you gotta explore that. Thanks you for that thumbs up.
Yeah, then white girls and Asians think I'm funny, but black people just think I'm weird. I mean, I guess maybe those people just saw
Now,
autism. autism differently.
So I will say this. Now, here's where I will not necessarily agree, but I'll say this. Culturally, I have observed, depending on the group, sense of humor varies widely. What is perceived as funny does vary widely. I know when I'm at work, things like they'll be saying stuff, and I think it's corny. That's really corny. Like, that's not funny. And then, like, I'll say things that, oh my gosh, if I was with my people, we would be dying laughing right now, but it's like crickets in this room because the jokes just don't hit the same. You look at comedians. Most comedians don't have massive crossover appeal. You don't have like comedians that are just they're able to bring down a white crowd and a black crowd. Typically, they're on one side or the other because like humor is viewed differently. There's some things that are just not funny within certain cultures and within certain contexts.
Yeah, because
So I agree with what you said.
when I'm autistic around
Chorus,
those white
hey
kids,
Cora, what's up, Cora? Welcome back.
yeah, because when I'm around those white kids, they think I'm funny and
But
they
can I tell
finally
you
like
why?
me.
Can I tell you why? Where have you spent the majority of your time?
Around like
No, in the military. And the groups and the places and the locations were majority white, where you were the minority. Right now, you in the majority, or a place where you are in the majority, and that's why you're struggling because you're not used to being in this environment. That's the same way your mom grew up. Your mom grew up in a majority white place, and so she knew how to fit in. Like your mom, if you ask your mom like a lot of cultural stuff from back in the 90s, she would give you a totally different view of what my upbringing was because we did not grow up the same. But as she was exposed to more, she began to understand and see differences. And it's not better or worse, it's just different. Everybody tries to put like a stratification on differences, saying, oh, because this is more what I'm used to, it's better. Ah, that's just a preference. It's not a better, it's just what you prefer, or maybe what you feel comfortable with. I know a lot of times when I'm on the job, because people don't spend a lot of time with me and they don't see people that are like me, they don't feel as comfortable.
Has anyone ever called you an NPC?
I have never been called an NPC. Do you know why?
Maybe it's my generation.
There you go. That's a generational thing. That's not something that like that's not something that we do.
Have you been called something similar to that?
No, I haven't. I'm a person that stays to myself. You know that. Your thing. Let me tell you the challenge, Chauncey. Your challenge is you're in the young man, and so when you
They have chubby cheeks. And that's because I did some research and I learned people who have Korean heritage.
so here's the thing. They didn't say that that was not. They just made an observation. So what happened? They just say, "Oh, you have chubby cheeks," and that was it.
No, started.
That was today.
No, it was
This
when
was
I was
before.
at the tennis place. Remember?
Okay.
When David told you about the girl who said I chubby cheeks.
Okay. Good. So it depends on the context. Sometimes, sometimes people will do things that seem mean because they actually just want your attention, and that's counterintuitive. You would think, well, this person is treating me mean. Why are they treating me mean if they want me to pay them attention? Because they assume that if they treated you nice like everyone else was, they wouldn't stand out. So they just really just wanted to stand out. So I mean, you your challenges is you struggle in the personal things to see the context of
Also, I didn't like
situations.
having short hair there.
Huh?
I didn't like having short hair.
Oh yeah. Where? Today? Why?
All the other kids thought it was weird that I had short hair.
So
Because all
what?
of them had dreads, they had high top fades.
Great,
All the women had braids.
great, great. The thing
Why?
about the thing about hair and the thing about self-expression,
I don't want short hair because you know why I want to go and get. You know why I want to get a shadow perm?
because you want to fit into a certain group and you want to be approved with a certain group.
A shadow perm is a Korean hair. That's definitely not fitting.
No,
It's because
you trying to fit in with a certain group.
yeah, because I want to be a Korean model.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You cannot be a Korean model if you're not Korean.
Uh, Let me show you this black woman who's a Korean model.
Okay.
But she's mixed. She has black and Korean.
Yeah.
If I'm mixed, I absolutely can be a Korean model.
All right.
Maybe some people won't accept me, but I can be a Korean model.
Okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, you killed the chat.
Did everyone leave?
Yeah, you killed the chat. No one wants to like this stuff that you. I told you, just what you doing right now. People don't like that. You doing that self-hating stuff. That's not self-deprecating. No, no, don't do that.
I don't hate myself. I just want to change myself.
Okay.
If I hated myself, I do. And you can change. Like people hate themselves, bleach their skin.
These are assumptions.
I'm used to the kids that hate themselves and just bleach their skin.
Okay.
I don't want lighter skin. I like my skin. I just want a different haircut.
Great.
Do you really think they were jealous of me there?
I don't know.
How come Gabby wasn't paying me a lot of attention?
What do you expect? People to just fawn over you and goo goo gaga?
I mean, yeah, they do that over some boys at school. At school, girls do that all the time.
That's not everybody operates that way. Your thing is you have to understand. You don't understand how women operate. That's your thing right now. You don't understand.
Just seemed like she wasn't interested.
Okay. And maybe she wasn't. I'm gonna tell you something, son. Sometimes the opposite of what you think is true. It's like, oh man, she's being like really quiet and kind of like not saying a whole lot. A lot of times you could be making them nervous because oh my gosh, I think this and I think that and I just don't know what to say around them and
I mean, she was quiet around me, and when I left, she started talking.
man. So sometimes it's just trying to figure out like how do I approach this person? I don't really know this person. Things that you can do is
And I also
you
feel
can
like
ask a question. Hey, why are you so quiet? What's going on? What are you thinking? What's going on in that brain?
it's an inconvenience to other people that I'm autistic because I don't pay attention to what they're saying, and I'm not giving them attention.
Well,
And I don't pick up on certain cues. I feel like that might be offensive. I try my hardest to pick up every single cue I'm given, but sometimes it just doesn't pass through my brain. Has that happened to you before?
it depends.
Someone gave you a cue and you just like didn't. It went through.
No, it's not. I wouldn't say I didn't receive it. Sometimes I might not care. Sometimes I just don't care. Like, when my coworkers were being like passive aggressive or being weird, I don't care. Like, I literally could not care less how you feel. So I'm not prioritizing your feelings. So I'm just gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I like.
Anyway, that's why I left.
Yeah.
I didn't leave because I wanted to go. That's my part.
That's fine. But you see what I did? I asked you, was you ready to go? You said yeah. And what did I do? I said, let's dip. I'm not gonna keep you in a place where you don't feel comfortable. It's okay. Sorry. You. It was fun while it lasted, right? There you go. Then it was late anyway.
Those kids were also cussing a lot,
There you go.
particularly the black girl. She was dropping F bombs. She was cussing. I think she liked that dude because she was sitting right next to him. Not Gabby. It was another black girl, a tall black girl.
I know what you're talking about.
The one with white shirt. You saw her?
Hmm.
She was cussing a whole lot.
You gotta understand, man.
I was
Everybody's
like,
household is not like yours.
what I wanted to say was, didn't your parents teach you not to cuss? You shouldn't do that. But I was gonna do that because I get ridiculed if I did that. And I would have been ostracized. And they would have been like, oh, look, this kid's weird. This kid's a Christian. Because people bully people for being Christians.
Mm.
But even if I wasn't a Christian, I just believe that people shouldn't cuss.
Mm.
Why are you putting the phone to me?
I am putting the phone to you. I'm just putting the phone right there. You're not even on camera.
You should never cuss us. And none of the kids there had acne, so I'm not sure if I was attractive. Do you really think I'm attractive, Dad? I know that was autistic.
No, that wasn't autistic. You think I'm attractive, Dad? It sounded funny. It was just funny. I don't know why it sounded funny, but it did. It don't matter what I think. What do you think? That's what matters.
My opinion doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Your opinion matters to you. If you don't think highly of yourself, you're gonna operate low level.
Well, let me not say that. My opinion is basically it's the same as what other people think of me. So other people think highly of me, I think highly of myself. Other people think lowly of me, I think lowly of myself. I'm about what people think about me. I notice that you don't care what people think about you. You care less.
No, I care. I care about what some people think.
You
I
care
just
about how I succeed.
I don't give everyone doesn't deserve the same amount of attention. Everyone doesn't deserve the same amount of my affection. Why should I care about what a perfect stranger thinks about me? Why? Why should I be stressed out or upset or emotionally burdened by other people's opinions?
Maybe because
That's
they're
their
your
thing.
peer.
That's not my thing.
And it's not just one person. Not just one person I move on, but
That's fine.
it's everywhere.
But see, I love me. I like myself.
That seems like something that Donald Trump would say.
I like myself.
Daddy, Donald Trump responded on Twitter speaking of things. Someone said, I know everybody hates me, but I like me.
There you go.
Donald Trump said that. That's how I like something Donald Trump said.
Okay. Love yourself. What others think of you should not impact what you think of you. That means you don't know who you are.
People make me feel bad about my cheeks because they think it means you having fat cheeks means that you're fat or chubby.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Different genetics
Yeah.
causes different fat storage. And current genetics cause fat storage, particularly in the
But
cheeks,
but
which is why
pre-adolescent, I mean like preteens, they have baby fat. You thin out as you get older. As you get more testosterone, all of that stuff changes. It's like, so what? You transition. Like, we all are growing. We all are changing. Adults, children, everybody's changing. It's like, okay, huh? Like, okay, that's funny to you. All right, well, cool. Let it go.
What happened?
All right, we home.